Allah is always near. I'm closer to you than your jugular vein. But yet we're going to pop something in our mouth, down our throat, seeking refuge in it, drink something through a bottle, pop something in our vein. That's animal level. That means we don't yet understand who we are and whose we are. We don't recognize that power that runs through us, that gives power to our veins, our muscles, and our bones, that flows that blood through our veins. And in that blood there are just cells that have oxygen carrying it to every organ of our body, giving it life. We don't appreciate it. And so when we go through that stage of not being appreciative for what Allah has given us, and that is ourselves, there is a drought that takes place. We are cut off now from future hope. Our mind shut down. So then now we begin to use less than 10% of our brain power. We become physically weak. We don't strive and work as hard anymore. Now we begin to function with maybe 25% of our physical power. Then if we don't know that we are spiritual beings, now we use none of that spiritual power. So then when Allah Almighty sends us guidance to have us direct us just for something small, we say, no, I got it. Because Shaitan has already planted the seeds in our mind that my mentality, my intelligence is enough. That's what setting up partners to Allah is. We would never know Allah Almighty like that through our mentality. You think the Prophet knows Allah Almighty because his thinking, he couldn't even read or write. He couldn't even read a book. He couldn't even write his name. But yet, when Allah Almighty sent him, he said, there's no more need to send anybody else. And the treasures that he bought are still reigning on earth. Those treasures are still being manifested through those who are allowing themselves to be a mount for those treasures. We're letting Shaitan to mount us. And we're not letting those treasures mount us. And that's why we don't have any respect. That's why we don't have any honor, any value. The honor that Allah Almighty has given us, you cannot measure it. It is total disrespect not to believe. And the more you believe, the more powerful you become. Allah never ever lets our faith go in vain. We're going around here sneaking and sliding and dipping and slipping, thinking that no one knows what we do. We are so clever. How can we think us to be clever when we didn't create ourselves? We came as a sperm drop through our mother's womb. What do we know about anything? We didn't even get here on our own. We had nothing to do with us getting here. Why do we think we have something to do with our success now and our progress, getting to the heavens? That's a clear disobedience. That is clear ignorance. And that is the fight. To fight the ignorance that we have acquired from Shaitan. Seducing our desires and our ego to listen to him and not to listen to those whom Allah Almighty has sent to water our plants, to give water to us. They give a heavenly water. Shaitan gives us urine. Because he has no respect for us. Because we don't know who we are. And we accept that. We accept that urine to be given to us from Shaitan, and we begin to like it. This is the best quality. And this is how we think, and this is how we sell it. Now we become agents of Shaitan. So Allah Almighty says in Quran, A'udhu billahi min shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alif Lam Mim Sad. We don't even know what that means. When Allah says that, and we get those letters before the surah, Allah is talking about the heavenly connection to the earthly connection. This world would absolutely mean nothing if the human beings were not on it. The human being is the means in which Allah Almighty manifests Himself. Those prophets were the signs of humanity to understand that there was something greater than could meet our physical eyes or our minds could ever reach. They were not like the people. They came through a mother like everybody else, but they were not like the people. But when the people put themselves on their levels, on the levels of prophets, and then take them seriously, that's when they fell down to the animal level. When Allah Almighty had brought the miracle to them of Allah Almighty speaking through man, they would rather hear the bird speak like a man. Allah says, a book revealed unto thee, so let thy heart be oppressed no more by any difficulty on that account, that with it thou mightest warn the erring and teach the believers. Follow, O men, the revelation given unto you from your Lord, and follow not as friends or protectors other than Him. Little is it ye remember of ammunition. How many towns have we destroyed for their sins? Our punishment took them on a sudden by night, or while they slept for their afternoon rest. Nature has a way that when there is not, if it's not growing, it dies. If there are a tree and there are some rotten leaves or rotten vines or twigs on it, they fall off and they break off. That means that there is no sustenance getting to this area. That is coming out from the earth, that's coming through the roots and coming up through the tree, is not reaching all of the parts of the tree. And so those parts of the tree that are not getting that sustenance, it dies. This is how it happens with humanity. When humanity is not getting that divine water through human beings who are not like us. They may look like us, but they're not like us. They come to us because of we're dead and we're on an animal level. They come to train us and they come to water us, to give us what we need. They are not like us, even though they appear like us. Their thinking is not like our thinking. Even though we think, they think like we think. Even though they may look like us, and we may look like them, they're not like us. Because Allah Almighty manifests that power through something that we are familiar with. That is the miracle. They don't speak from themselves. They can't speak from themselves. They know nothing. They are nothing. They know what they are. They know who they are. They know why they are. And that's why they fear nothing but that sent them.